This video is to my younger self, because when I was younger I didn't read any books, I didn't like reading at all, I hated it to be honest with you, and I would not pick up a book to save the life of me, as I had to for school. But even when I had to do it for school, I didn't even understand what was being read in the book. So basically I've broken down this book to really important parts that I think would benefit you, my younger self. So here we are. All big things come from small beginnings. Every company that you've ever heard of, every person that you've ever heard of that's made it or that's become successful, an athlete or whatever they are, businessman, businesswoman, whatever they are, they all started from ground zero. They started right from the bottom. They started with the ideas that you've got right now. That's what it started. It's the belief. You have to believe it. They believed that what they would do would work. They believed it. If you don't believe what you're doing is going to work, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you as much, so you have to believe in yourself. So you must believe. That's the first step. You must believe. The first step to changing habits is to be out and look for them. And basically that means be aware of yourself. Become conscious of yourself when you're doing those bad habits. When you're vaping, when you pick up the vape, notice that you're picking it up. When you go and eat the junk food, notice that you're eating the junk food, notice that you're eating the chips, notice that you're eating the cake, notice what you're doing. And that's the only way you're going to figure out how to stop it, because if you don't even know you're doing it, how can you stop it? And to reach from the start to the goal, there's a big bit in the middle, there's a big gap. And the only way to get from here, from point A to point B, is to get better every single day. Because you're not going to just go from nothing to there. There's always those small wins in the middle that build yourself up to the big win. Try and enjoy the process as much as the destination. And this is super hard. I struggle with this quite a lot, but you have to keep remembering to yourself that everything you do now up until the destination is what you'll think of when you're at the destination. It's your commitment to the process that will determine your progress. So if you're committed to something, if you're committed to doing what you're trying to do, if for example you're an athlete and you're trying to be a basketball player, whatever it is, commit to the process, commit to the trainings, commit to everything you're doing in the middle, commit to the eating right, commit to everything, which will determine your progress. Because if you're not really committing yourself, you're not going to progress. If you go to the gym even when it's snowing, you have proof that you're committed to fitness. The more evidence you have for a belief, the more strongly you will believe it. And the more strongly you will believe that you will be able to reach your results, reach your goal. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. Which basically means you are your habits, you are what you do. So if you have a bunch of bad habits, who will you be like? What will you become? This last point goes back to the point that I had before. Become more conscious of your habits. Recognize when you have an effective habit, and also recognize when you have a not so effective habit. Become completely conscious of whatever you do. Realize that you're doing it. You have to just realize. You have to be conscious of yourself when you're doing that bad habit. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Another really good way to create good habits is to write them down. Write down what you're going to be doing. Write down that you're going to be doing meditation. Write down that you're going to be going to the gym on this day. Write down what you're doing. Write down that eat clean, what meals you're having on certain days. Like, as soon as you write it down, you become way more inclined to actually complete it because it's been written down. After a good habit, do another one. That's called habit stacking. And that's a really good way to start progressing a lot. Once you go to the gym, come home and eat clean. Once you come home and eat clean, do it again. You know what I mean? Like, just do it again constantly. Get work done. Like, as soon as you do one good habit, do another one, and then another one, and then another one. This is something that's really important to me. And I didn't know this until I read this book, and this would have helped me a lot. Have certain areas where good habits are made. Such as have a room for work, and have a room where you sleep. Don't work and sleep in the same room, because it confuses the system and you won't be able to disconnect from work and sleep. Work and sleep. Change your language. Instead of "I have to go to the gym today," it's time to go get stronger. It's time to go lose the weight. Change the question, because when you say "I have to go to the gym," you're putting it in your mind that you don't want to do it. You're putting in the mind that it's a task that you have to do. Change the way you look at it. It's better to do less than you hoped than nothing at all. It's better to do less than you hoped than nothing at all. Habits do become boring, so it's the ones that can make boredom their friend that will be successful. It's going to be boring to go to the gym every single day. It's going to be boring to go and eat clean every day. But that's how you do it. That's how you get to where you want to go. That's how you get to your goal. The harder something is, the more valuable it is to actually have it. I hope this video has helped you out. I'm not sure if it has, but cheers. See you in the next one.